Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
It's a beauty
and a baby world.
We are the
Portraits. As you guys can see already by the title video, we're going to be talking about how our 2023 has
have
been so far. Like this year 2023, it has been a lot of roller coaster emotion. And in today's video, we're going to be telling you our lesson, our achievement, our resolution, our goals, things we've thought, we've think, or we've done in 2023.
like things we learn, like our mistake, like things we are not going to take into 2024 that we learn, like we're going to drop in 2023. So we're going to be sharing those with you guys. Actually, it's kind of painful because we actually wanted to do a 30-day challenge, but due to burnout, like right now, me and Beauty were having a running nose, so we have to like give ourselves the break if you don't want to break down completely. That's why we're unable to complete the 30 days challenge. Nevertheless,
It's so devastating. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I cried about it like 2 days ago. Beauty was there to console me because I was crying. I was like, then Beauty, like, no, I'm not happy. Like, it was as if we didn't try at all. But like what Beauty said, there's some things you have control over, and there's some things that you don't really have control over.
Yeah.
So that was when I was just like, okay, let's just let it go. So guys,
so I'm just gonna be telling you like a summary of how our 2023 has been so far. When it comes to New Year, we all have our plans. We all like, okay, we have a resolution for, okay, this is how we want this year to be. So we're telling you how we actually envision this year to be, and how it actually went, or how it actually is, and what we are looking forward to in 2024. I feel like the first thing we're going to talk about is gratitude.
Yeah, like we're going to be very thankful to God because starting from 2020, 2021, 2022, I'm like, guys, it's like the roughest, like the I don't want to call it the hardest, like, but it was like the year, like, I don't want to use the word state, but it was the year that we'll never forget. Like those 3 years are the years that it was so very hard, and it was going and going and going. I can't say how 2023 is like peaceful, but it's like balanced, like it's like neutral. Like we're going through things, but we are so thankful that it's not like
because
those
I'm
years.
not going to lie, I could remember when Wet and I crying last year, 2022 December 31st, like begging God, like telling God that we are tired, don't put us on the battle line again, stop, we don't want to be the strongest trader again, like, because we are just too tired about everything, and we're like, oh please, and I'm so grateful that this 2023 it was like a balance for us. I wouldn't call it peaceful and I wouldn't call it chaos, but it's just like a neutral or a
Like,
balance.
because I was crying 2 days ago when I was crying actually, because maybe we were actually talking, we were having a discussion. I was telling her like, oh my God, 2023 has come to an end, and what are the things that we actually wanted to achieve, and something just stuck within me when I was talking to, when I was crying. Like, there's some of our mates that we started this 2023 January 2023 together, and they're not here anymore. There are even some people that we started this December 1st together, and they are not here anymore. So it's like, it's not as if we're using to move them, just as if we're using to give gratitude to God that in as much we're still alive. That means there's still hope that another day we're gonna make it. So it kind of like eats me whenever I'm thinking like, oh my God, we should have done this, we should have done that. I used to give gratitude to God. Like, I'm still happy. Like, I give God, like, thank you God, because in as much we're still alive, then there's still more that we can achieve.
I feel like an old also would have been like, if they asked us in 2023, like an old us, if they asked us that what do you achieve in 2023, would have been like nothing. But right now, I feel like even though it might not be what we actually wanted to be, I feel like we are not where we wanted to be, but we are not where we are yesterday.
Yeah.
So I feel like we might not, to us it might not be like an achievement, but I feel like looking at our back and looking at where we are before, the phase we are before, I feel like it's much more better. Like, it's an upgrade now, and I feel like that's also like an achievement, and that's what we should be grateful for. When Wet and I had that conversation 2 days ago, I was like, let's just be grateful, because in as much we can feel like those little achievements are very small, I feel like it's still an achievement, and despite us being still alive, I feel like that's the greatest achievement of all. Like, so that's why we are being grateful. So I feel like you too should be grateful in this 2023, even though you are unable to achieve anything,
like, just
but
be grateful
because you achieve something, and that is you being still alive.
Yeah. And I feel like some things that we actually learned in 2023. When I was crying 2 days ago, like I said earlier, I was crying, I was telling people that, oh my God, this year has went by, and what have we achieved? We have achieved some things. Yeah, it may look little, it may look like no achievement, but it's actually an achievement to us. But I was telling people like, oh my God, we're clocking another new age next year, and we're going to our late 20s. Then what have we achieved? The things we have actually planned.
Not like we're already in our late 20s, but I feel like we are almost approaching 30s.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
Yeah, so I was telling Beauty like, oh my god, the things you have actually planned out, okay, at this certain age we should have achieved this, at this certain age we should have achieved that. And it kind of goes to us that we don't even live in the moment again. Like we are living in, like we are thinking about the future. We're not living in the present moment again. And before we know it, the moment have gone away. Like imagine us thinking about what will happen in 2025, like okay, 2025 we have done this, instead of us living in right now in the moment. Like that's one thing I've learned. Like we should try to live in the moment, like not try to be looking at what will happen the next day or day before tomorrow. I don't know how to put
Yeah, I
it.
feel like the most lesson that we learned in this 2023 that are more like is more of like a lesson, and I'm so grateful that we are able to learn, because at times when what and I do a mistake or we did a mistake, we love beating ourselves on it, we all love being like, oh, we should have done like, but now I'm just like, I'm grateful for that those mistakes happen, because if that doesn't happen, we would have not been able to, to know how to move on, to know how to do things right. I feel like we all have imperfections, and I feel that imperfection is what makes us more perfect. I feel like the lesson I learned mostly is not to overthink too much about things, and not to always put ourselves down as if we didn't do much. Because what and I love that thing so much, whereby even though we did something tangible, we kind to put it down and make ourselves feel less of a woman being. I feel like that's the tangible lesson that I learned in this 2023. For example, at times what and I might have a talking about months with us that can sustain us for a week with us, but we would have think so far about the month, the year, to the extent that that money with us feel less significant to us at that moment, and we feel like that money is just not a money to us again. So but now I feel like we are trying. I'm not saying, but when you have something in mind to do, you're gonna. So but right now I'm just like trying, and I feel like that's the lesson we learn now, to always live in the moment and to always like appreciate things that we do, whether it is small or big, whether it is achievement. We should always just appreciate it and not always lower ourselves down, or
Like
put ourselves down and be like, oh, we're still a failure, we didn't achieve anything.
we didn't do enough.
Yeah, we didn't
You know,
do
I feel
enough.
like the reason why that thing kind of like get to me and Beauty is because there was one man we actually met, and what he said actually like stuck with us. Like he said, every year always look at what we achieved. Like okay, this 2020, what's the biggest thing I've achieved? And that thing kind of gets me and Beauty that we started looking as if anything we achieve, we kind of like, if not like very big or tangible, we feel like it's nothing. We can't put of us like, oh, we are not trying enough. You know, when we during 20 when we were in 2023, my and Beauty goal was to eat like 50k subscribers, 100k subscribers. When we didn't eat that, it kind of like put me down like, oh, we didn't want to try at all. Like from the beginning of January, like what are we even doing? Like, and likewise, we are trying our best, we are working hard.
I feel like
Like
we hit 1K subscribers in 2023, and I feel like it might be a little achievement to some people, but I feel like that's the greatest achievement for us in 2023.
almost
Because
our total views is almost up to 1 million. We're in 600,000, no, even more than 600,000 now. And I think that's also an achievement. That's what we didn't earn in 2022.
because in 2022 I can remember that we were just in 5,000 views, like our all total views was 5,000, and we were able to achieve 600,000. And our videos in 2022 was I think it was like,
It's so 100.
no, I don't think it's also 200. I think it was like maybe 100 and something. And now our
like
videos are now, we are like
560
560 or 567,
570
570
something, yeah.
So I feel like it's an achievement. Like when I think about, at times when I feel like, that's what I'm saying, like that's the lesson I learned mostly is about us not to put ourselves down.
Now,
You know,
like
there are sometimes Wet and I will do a video and
we'll discard it off. Like
Discard it off.
we didn't try enough.
like there are
We
dozens of
didn't do
videos
enough.
that we would have upload on this YouTube channel for you guys to see, but we just feel like we didn't do enough, and then we just discarded it. And after we discarded it off, we realized that that video was so good. Like it was supposed to be a video that we should have posted for people to see. So I feel like that's one of the lessons I learned so
I
much.
mean, like one thing, like what Beauty said, like, that's one thing we learned. Like we shouldn't, we are not perfect because we are human beings. It's only God that is perfect. We should not try to discard our hard work and feel like we're not doing enough. Like no matter what you do, in as much you are giving it your best, in as much as you are giving it your best, don't think you're not doing enough. I think that's one thing we learned, like which we are trying to like work on. Like 2024, we don't care whatever we do. In as much we know we did it in our best way, then we're gonna post it. We don't care. We're not gonna discard anything off again.
Yeah,
like
whether it's rubbish, whether it's shit,
you're
you're gonna
keep
posting
posting
it like that.
You're just gonna keep
You're gonna
posting it.
yeah.
And one thing I also learned is I learned in 2023 is that if people come into your life, let them go if they want to go. Don't hold on to them so very tightly. In as once they are ready to walk out of your life, that means they're already out of the door. So you holding the door for them not to go out, doesn't mean they will not go out. Like that's one thing maybe see, like whenever someone comes to our life, not even someone, or whenever something comes to our life, we do it so tightly that we tend to lose ourselves in the process. Like we didn't see the next door that is being opened down. Like I don't know how to
I feel
explain
like one
better.
of the other lessons we just learn is we should, like, at times we are the main character in our story. That's one thing I learned so far in this 2023. So anybody that wants to come and goes, they are just like chapter. In as much you the main character doesn't lose yourself, because I feel like if a door doesn't close, another door will never be able to open. So it's more of like you have to let some people go for another one to come in. So you have to let sometimes those things that you are even holding on to
Might not be the
might not
best
even
for
be the
you.
best for you. So why do you want to keep holding on to that? I feel like that's the lesson what and I learned so far in 2023. And I feel like one thing I learned again is we shouldn't try to always, just because of one mistake, we shouldn't always try to dwell on that mistake for us not to be, because I feel like what and I are so very, how will I put it, like we are so fond of it whereby if we did a mistake of something, for example, maybe we discarded a video that we are not supposed to discard. Like I told you guys earlier, we for an hour or two we stay on it. I'm like, oh, we should have. Why do we have to discard
Instead
it?
of looking for
Instead
a
of looking
solution.
for a solution, or instead of looking straight forward to, okay, what do you think next we should do? What, but we kept dwelling on just that one thing to the extent that it's derived of so many things. I remember in 2020 when Wet and I actually got into depression. Like depression, I feel like that's the first year there's a difference between you knowing knowing something and you knowing the meaning of
Like
it and you experiencing
it.
it. Like, when you experience it to the extent that was when I know, okay, so this is what we call depression.
Like
It got to a point where we're a bit suicidal. Like
exactly.
we wanted to end our lives. So, and it made me realize that there are some times whereby there are even some happy moment there, but we rob ourselves so much of it. We couldn't even post on our YouTube channel, because trust me, I'm not saying that you would, but I feel like then if we had not let that depression rob our happiness, we would have gone so far on our YouTube channel, would have, maybe would have gained like
Yeah,
100K subscribers and 1 million
not even our
subscribers.
YouTube channel. It shows us of a lot of things, like some things that we're supposed to live with them, like be happy about it.
Yeah.
The depression kills it, like
Yeah.
it makes everything very sad. Like now we're not realizing, like, oh my god, then we should have done this, or we should have been happy in this moment. Like, so it kind of gets us like,
So
we kind of learn that lesson, like no matter
now, no matter what
happens,
happens in the
we
past, I
just-
feel like it's for your good. If you did a mistake, it's for your good. So we shouldn't dwell on it. We
like
should just
I don't know how
move
to put,
on.
like if it happens, then it's for your good, and
I
if it
think
doesn't
that's
go your way, it's for your good as well. Like
yeah.
I think that's one.
Thing that we learn. There are a lot of lessons that we learn in, but I feel like that's most of like the tangible lessons that we learned in 2023, and I feel like it has now stuck with us, and we're trying to, and we have some New Year resolution that we did in 2023, and I feel like some came to pass, and I feel like some are still in progress, and I feel like some are still
Pending.
yeah, let's do it. So the first thing that actually came to pass is we said we wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we did. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. I feel like now, like I said, I'll keep up. I think let's keep celebrating our small wins.
Yeah.
Like whether it's small, I feel like let's not call it small wins. We should call it big wins.
Yeah.
So a round of applause for hitting 1,000 subscribers, because this time last year, if someone tells us that we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers,
say it's a big lie.
No, that's a big lie. Even though our views are low, I know a lot of people are like, okay, I'm gonna give a big shout out to YouTube Shorts, because they were the one that actually fastened up our subscribers, and now we stopped our YouTube Short, not because we actually wanted to, but because we just realized that we didn't get the community that we wanted in our YouTube Short.
Yeah.
We get subscribers, like it was so quick, but when we post our normal video, because that is actually where we actually wanted to showcase more of our talent, we are unable to gain that community that we actually wanted. So we had to leave YouTube Shorts, I think around January or February.
No, it wasn't.
We stopped.
We stopped. Not. I think like 2
Like-
months or 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
It wasn't long that we stopped.
Like, I can't really recall it. So we stopped and we start focusing on long-term videos on YouTube, because that's where we feel like we'll be able to build our community. And it's so saddening that we only have like 2 views. I feel like our least views,
and
it
it's that
is-
let us really appreciate it. Like even during the time that we post, I think we post constantly for 16 days before we actually stopped due to the burnout and due to us getting sick. I think we kind of see like a little bit of improvement. Yeah, it may not be big, but it's also an improvement. We are starting to have like 8 views 10 posts, even without us sharing it to our social media platform. Like I feel like it's a big win. We're starting to like
we still have like 87 views.
87, we're still having like 65. So I feel like it's still like a big progress. At least one way or the other, 2 people, 1 people are still dropping comments.
Yeah, but I feel like our first comment come from shorts, right?
Yeah,
like the first comment come from shorts. So I feel like that's one of our achievements. What's the second video that we did in 2023?
The second achievement,
I feel like that one is like a little bit personal actually, because we are in a rough phase in 2022. I feel like when we're in a better place, I feel like what and I have this thing whereby before we will be to talk about something, I feel like we always want to be able to, for example, if you lost to be in a better place. For example, if you lost a money, we always want to get that money back before we can be able to talk about it. That's why we're not able to talk about this one achievement, because like much personal to us, but we're in a very rough phase in 2022, and alhamdulillah, I'm so glad now that we are in a better place in 2023, because we actually how like was it like we manifest it, like we manifested and it comes to pass in 2023.
Like
alhamdulillah, like thinking about it right now, and it's getting me a little bit emotional. Like thinking about it,
because at this moment last year, we know we were actually burning our house right now, like this year, last year. So it's kind of like
I'm going to get emotional. Sorry guys, please excuse me. Like I'm just so grateful.
I'm just so grateful.
Also, like what's the third achievement that we did?
I think the third achievement is that we are like this is us doing YouTube. We said we are going to keep on doing YouTube, and we're still here to the end of the year doing YouTube. Like I don't know, like we're so grateful for it. Like 2022, we don't think we are like this consistent, like alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
There are some things that are pending, you know, like we're actually in 2022 going to 2023, we actually think of getting new camera or new phones. And alhamdulillah, we are still using the one that we have for now, but I'm very sure that later on we'll get, and there's some things that we actually wanted to do about our YouTube channel, you know,
I think like one of our goals for our YouTube channel was to hit like 50k subscribers before the end of this year. 50, or I think our initial goal was 100k subscribers before the end of it, because if you guys could look like our videos back, I always mentioned it, like I wanted us to feel us getting the play queue of us hitting like 100k subscriber. Like that's always been my like our dream, like to hold that play queue to like, oh my god, we're at 100k subscriber. Yeah, even though we didn't eat it, because I know it's pending. We'll soon eat it very soon. So we have that hope. So it's one of our goals again for 2024.
So now we're gonna be talking about our resolution, things that we wish is going to happen in 2024, so that when we look back in this video in 2024, we'll be like, alhamdulillah, those goals we are able to achieve them in 2024. The first thing is hitting 1 million subscribers next year, 2024.
We want to hit that 1 million
trust me,
subscribers.
when I think so big to the extent that our dreams scares us. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not going like I feel like I'm making jest of myself right now, thinking about we are in 1,000 subscribers and you're thinking about hitting 1 million subscribers.
It's good to dream big. Like I feel like it's good sometimes to dream big. Like me and Beauty, it has actually worked for us. Like we manifest a lot of things. It may not be everything that comes to pass, but I can say most of them actually comes to pass. So
like
that's
99% of them.
99% of them. That's why we're always like manifesting every year. Even though it may look like, oh my god, are we really gonna eat this? We kind of like keep on hoping and praying, and we shall believe that by next year 2024, by this time next year 2024,
like
1 million subscribers. 1 million. And I think our next goal is us traveling all over the world. You know, it's so kind of fun that me and Beauty, we have actually been like, I feel like we actually be dreaming of us traveling. Like it's one part of our our goals? Can I call it? It's goals. It's part of our goals for us to like travel out of our country. You know, to travel around, to explore different countries, their cultures, taste different foods.
And you know, our first country that we wanted to actually visit is Dubai. Like we want to visit Dubai.
I want us like, you know, after like we are back in
like no we are in.
Is this no?
What was it? We are in Dubai. So I feel like in 2024, trust me guys, by this time 2024, my sister and I would have explored Dubai. You know, it would have been one of our like book lists that we've marked and be like, oh, we are now in Dubai. We've got to Dubai before. So it's one of our things to travel out of the country, and that's our achievement for 2024, like our goals for 2024. And I'm very sure that inshallah
now we'll be able to
do that, and you know, travel all around the world. You know, we love exploring different countries, different cultures, you know, eating different food. So like that's our second achievement that we're trying to, you know, and our third achievement for 2024, like our New Year resolution, I feel like is we building a house, like we having our own
Yeah,
house and sending our mom to Mecca.
Oh my god. Like I've always like my mom has always been eager, like that is one of our dreams. Like she's oh my god, I want to go to America, and has always been my sister dream, so we don't want to send her to America next year. I'm not building our own house, like want to have the kid, like oh my god,
So also now, like it's not about it. Trust me, guys. I'm always scared when I talk about this, our goals and our achievement. It's something that it makes my heart beat so fast.
Like,
I'll be like,
it
will
got
you
me
be able
scared
to achieve it
sometimes.
within 12 months? Like, but I'm just, but I just have the faith that it's gonna happen. Like
yeah.
you guys are gonna look back at this video, trust me, and you'll be like, oh, they manifested everything and it actually happened.
Yeah, and the fourth one is like I want you guys to see me and my sister on the big screen, like us become that hijabi actress, like the biggest hijabi actress, like world famous. Like I want them, because that's always been our dream to become an actress. Like I know that it's not about someone telling us that we're an actress. We know that this is an inbuilt, like we are being born with this talent, like we don't want to just keep it within us. We want you guys to see us, like apart from doing this YouTube, we want you guys to see a different part of our life, like the way we can like I don't know what to put, like
we can, like you guys can go and watch about our acting skill where we did like acting like a lawyer. We actually want to be an hijabi actress, not just an actress but an hijabi actress, because we felt like we know some people that perform a role of being an hijabi in a movie, but they are not really that hijabi in real life. Like so we want to be like an inspiration to all young hijabites or hijabis, like to be like you can be wherever you want to be with your hijab on, like it's your crown, like you can go anywhere, you can be an actress,
you can excel in it, like that's one of our goals in 2024. Like and really wish us to eat that big, like eat like that big is what they
like you guys are like, oh my god, I know Posh Treats, what is on now the big role, like
you all you guys will see someone's coming and say that, oh my god, that's the Posh Treats, that's Beauty and Wealth, like it doesn't like something like
it's gonna happen. Trust me, it's gonna happen. And I feel like our fifth achievement for 2024, I feel like is we just being rich.
Yeah, like
we just want to be rich. Like
we just want to be
rich,
stinking
rich. Like that.
What like saying
this? Say.
I want us to be like stinking rich. Like I don't want us to be a millionaire. I want us to be a trillionaire. Like I want us
double trillionaire. Like I want us to be rich.
And I feel like this time next year we should be engaged to our future husband.
No, I feel like we should be married. Our future husband. Like this time next year, like we're gonna be like, oh, the matches are engaged and they are married. Like so, I feel like that's more of like our achievement that we want in 2024, and inshallah it's gonna be, because I feel like it's just a number. What and I are clocking a significant age next year, which actually at times will be like, so we're getting older.
Oh my god, like no, I don't want to get old.
Like I don't want to get old. Thank God I will have a baby face whereby people think we are still like 14, 15 or 18. Like I'm so glad for that. So by the time we clock like 50, people will still be like, we're still like 20 years old. I feel like that's a flex.
Yeah,
it's a flex actually.
So guys, that's all our I feel like we don't remember all of them, but those are like the one that is like very significant in our lives. So guys,
that's just it, guys. So you guys too can tell us how is your 2023 been so far? Like what are the New Year resolution that you two actually want? You can actually manifest it under our comment section. Trust me, so that we can all come back and look at it in 2024 and be like, oh my god, we both manifested for this.
And I want you guys that you're watching this right now, I want you guys to know that we are all going to see 2024. Like we are all going to be here in 2024, and I want you guys to like drop a comment on the videos you want to see like in 2024. Like January 2024 we want to start like brand new, a new shout out, like everything we want to be like new. So let us know in the comment section whether it's pranks that you guys want us to do, whether it's challenges, whether it's like vlog, maybe a day in our life, get ready with me,
just anything. Let us know in the comment section, because we are here for you guys. Trust me, without you guys would not be doing this YouTube channel. I feel like you guys are like the motivation that keeps us going and keep us moving. So let us know in the comment section.
Like what we said, we are not giving up on this YouTube. Like no matter how we are going to make it on this
we are succeeding on this YouTube. A lot of people have succeeded on it, and we too will be among them. Like we succeed in
like people are gonna know our name, the Posh Twins. They're gonna know our name on this YouTube.
I mean, like they're like, oh my god, I know the Posh Twins. You don't know them.
I know Beauty. I know Wealth.
Like it's gonna be so guys, that's all we have for our year. I feel like that's the summary of how our 2023 has been so far. We might not be able to touch all areas, but I feel like we touched those important ones that we are supposed to touch in it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash the like button,
Give it a very big thumb up.
subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube. It really means a lot to us when you subscribe.
You subscribing count towards our goals of achieving our 1 million subscribers next year. So guys, I wish you guys I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
Like, see you in 2024.
Adios.